Welcome back, my Jedi friends. And in today's video, I asked a question. What will you create today? What will you create? So let's talk about this. The law of attraction and all of this kind of caper didn't really work for me. What was going on? Blah, 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 blah. So there's loads of questions. There's loads of videos around this. There's loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. So let's just see if we can cut it down to the raw bones. So, why doesn't the law of manifestation work for some people? Well, in my reality, and this really is just my reality, there's two critical aspects for that. The first one is that you're asking for stuff that isn't aligned with your soul purpose. If you're doing that, then your higher self will go, I don't think so. I don't think so. So just to bring that alive to me, when I first watched The Secret and wanted to manifest stuff, I thought, oh, give me loads of money. Didn't come, folks. Now, it wasn't true the fact that I wasn't trying, it's the fact that I wasn't ready. And not only that, if it happened at that time in my life, I wouldn't have learned all the critical lessons, being broke, of having to go through extreme pain, of learning how to energize myself from a low point. So that's just bringing that and making it real to you through my eyes. That's through the manifestation journey, that it wasn't right for me. And the second thing, and this is really important, and it's been a more recent lesson that I've had to get to, is I wasn't vibrating it. So the difference between thinking and feeling stuff is the difference between head and heart. Now, if you think that you want a better life and you want the mansion in the middle of nowhere, but you're not feeling it, you don't feel worthy, then the vibration will be out of alignment. Will be out of alignment, folks. You have to feel it to really start to own it and feel what it would be like. And that whole feeling it is where often a lot of people trip up. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about manifestation. Let's talk about energy. Let's talk about how to make that real. Now, I'm not going to promise you anything because for most people, you're going to try and manifest stuff. It ain't going to work, folks. And you're just going to go, it's a load of bollocks, doesn't work, whatever. That was me. So I get it. I totally get that. I totally get it. So what I'm going to do is just say that this video is really just to stack the deck in your favor. There's no guarantees at all with it, but there's certainly going to be steps, practical steps that can stack the deck in your favor. Because there's two things. There's the first thing, why did we come here? There's a bigger reason for your life, and there were certain lessons that you came to get. So if you wanting to manifest something that is going to deprive you from getting those life lessons, then it's not going to manifest because it's not in your best interest. Now, this is something I talk a lot within my Jedi Training Academy that people are still waking up to. It's a constant that I'm pointing out. Energy gives you what you need and not what you want. So you can energize yourself, you can work with energy, but it'll give you what you need. Now, what you need is quite often nowhere near what you want. You want money, but what you really need is to wake up and to draw boundaries around bad behavior around you. Now, if the universe was to hand you a load of money and you hadn't got those lessons, then you would just lose it straight away and you'd be back to square one. So your higher self or your spiritual support team are there going, I don't think so. No, he's delusional or she's delusional at the moment. No, we ain't going to give him that. And he's not feeling it anyway. Look, he's just nowhere out. He's nowhere close. He's out of alignment. We go out of alignment. So, really important that has to be as part of your soul purpose. How do you know you're in a soul purpose? Well, here's the litmus test. Simple, simple litmus test. Are you loving your life right now? And if the answer is no, then the odds are you're out of alignment or you're not on the track. Or you're being traumatized to get you on the track. Now, this is something that's happened to me recently. I had to get a lot of trauma. I had to step up. I had to level up on my trauma cards because I hadn't got it. And what happened is increasingly levels of shit that were flying my way, I had to deal with. And just, if truth be known, are still having to deal with the backlash of some of that stuff now. Things like fraud made against me. I mean, that's an ongoing issue. But I'm not here to talk about stuff that's happening with me. I'm just here to take ownership why it happened to me. Happened to me because I wasn't on my path. It happened to me because the stuff I was looking to manifest, I wasn't feeling it. And all of this has come because this has now happened. Now the level of pain has raised to such a level that it was time to take ownership of the stuff that I'm talking about today. And it's a wake-up call, and it was worth it. It makes everything that happened to me actually worth it to get to the point where I woke up. And when I woke up, I realized that it was really the stuff that I loved doing that made life easy was content creation. Content creation and training. Content creation and training. And it was that simple. It's like, yes, if I spend the rest of my life doing something, that's what I want to be doing. And finally, the wake up call arrives. Wake up call arrives. And finally, I have to wake up to it. Or maybe you haven't woken up to what that is for you at the moment. Who knows? Who knows what your reason why is? Who knows what piece of the universal jigsaw that you came here to play that you haven't yet woken up to that is drawing shit into your life? But you have to feel it. You have to feel it. And in order to feel it, you have to put yourself on the right track. And in order to put yourself on the right track, you have to start doing what you love. And in order to start doing what you love, you have to start owning what it is that you love. And part of this is maybe going back in time. Talk about what's the first thing that pops into your head when I say, a time in your life where you absolutely loved it. What were you doing? That could be with family, could be with loved ones. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's your thing, to be with the family, to nurture the family. Maybe you moved away from that. You've lost track of it. Maybe yours is to change the world. Maybe to be some sort of group leader. Maybe to start sort of community, some sort of community. Who knows? I don't know what it is that you love or what you do that you love or what you did that you loved, or what you need to wake up to now to energize more of what you love. But the issue is, if you're not feeling it, it'll be difficult to manifest it because you'll be putting out the wrong energy. Putting out the energy. Oh, I'd love to be a multimillionaire, but those bastards, and that's the energy you're putting out there. That's the energy you're putting out there. That won't attract what you're looking for. And not only that, you have to make friends with the energy of what it is you're looking to attract. If that is money, you have to fall in love with it. Be your best friend. Be my best friend. Money, I love you. Love you. I'm sorry, our relationship hasn't been great moving forward. But that's where you grow it from. Whatever you're looking to attract more of, and maybe it's peace, maybe it's harmony. But you sometimes don't get peace and harmony without falling out because you have to own the polar aspect of your personality. Which is why when good people that are trying to avoid conflict goes too far along that track, conflict comes at them from all angles. And it comes at them from all angles because you need to own your polar side, your darker side. You need to get comfortable with all aspects of your being, that it's not possible or sustainable to be Zen throughout your life, unless you really are an advanced master. And then they'll probably end up burning you at the stake or some mad stuff, because that's the way the universe is. That's the way this planet is. It's lunatic. It's lunacicville, folks. That people will push you around to the capacity that you have of accepting being pushed around. And at some stage, for sensitive people, you have to draw boundaries around that. And you don't get those boundaries if everything's too easy for you. It has to be a struggle, because it's the struggle that makes you what you are, gives you the resilience, not just to get what you want, but to keep it. And there's where it's at, folks. So there you go. There's just a little bit of my tuppence worth on this subject. And what you attract, well, can you feel it? Is it in alignment? Ask yourself these two questions. What do you love to do? And can you feel it? What do you love to do? And can you feel it? And whatever it is you love to do, have a dialogue, have a relationship with it. Tell it you want more. Tell it you love it. You want more of it. Fall in love with the thing that you want and start feeling it and vibrating it. It's far more likely to be. And there you go, my Jedi friends. That is the point where I sign off because there is your message. And if that hasn't worked for you, well, give it a go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, but feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And when you can, my Jedi friends, everything will make sense. And on that little bombshell, I shall leave you with that as your message. You will go out, you will feel what you love to do, you will feel better. And if you're new to the channel, you will like and subscribe for more of these little insights. And there's another one there. So go off and feel it, my Jedi friends.